Hopefully you had an amazing Halloween, even though I know that Europeans don't really celebrate.
How do you say good morning in Dutch?
Goedemorgen.
Goedemorgen.
I'm sure there's someone out there right now who's like, man, but his Dutch is good.
Not bad. In Germany it's Guten Tag? Guten Morgen.
Yeah, guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen.
Very similar. Dutch and German are very similar, for the people who wonder.
How do you say it in French?
I would know, but I
Bien.
Ça va? Not ça va. This is where we need EDS. Anyway, guys, we are ready for our second last series of the day. It's been a long day, not necessarily for us, as we had Andre and Gosius doing most of the casting earlier today. But it's just been a long week of StarCraft. Soon we'll have a couple of days off to relax, and then we get all pumped for BlizzCon. Hopefully you guys are super stoked for BlizzCon. If you're somehow not sure when BlizzCon takes place, shame on you, because it's going to be
next weekend.
I once said it's going to be legendary,
Is
but
it
I don't
Friday and Saturday or Saturday and Sunday?
It's Saturday and Sunday, man.
Man, I didn't even know that.
Shame on you.
Shame on me.
Who do you think is going to win BlizzCon?
I think Deer is going to win BlizzCon with a series of 4-0s all the way to the finals.
Yes. Do you think so?
Dude, he looks better than anyone in the world this past weekend. And I don't think there's much argument against that at the current moment. Now, granted, there will be some stiff competition there.
There will be Atasia, man. There will be innovation.
Mm-hmm.
There will be a couple of people who worked on their PvP as well.
I think if anyone's going to beat Deer, it's probably going to be Innovation, but he has not looked as dominant in recent months.
And against like Protoss, he hasn't really shined either in the way that he used to.
But we'll see.
We are all super stoked for BlizzCon. Hopefully you are too. And perhaps this is a guy that we could see next year at BlizzCon. Who knows? It can all go pretty damn quick. You remember when we barely knew who Stefano was, and then suddenly he won 2 majors in a month. This maybe one day could happen to this awesome French-Canadian player as well. On the right top side of the map, it is G-I-G. J-I-G. Jig. You know, because J in Dutch is yay. And then the G is like G, and then like yay, G. It's so similar to me. It's really hard. Like I can spell, but I have to take my time for it. It's like J.
I think my mom is a little bit dyslexic because whenever she writes me messages on Facebook, the letters are all mixed up.
mixed up.
And I know she's like smart and she can spell. I think she just like,
or her vision is just not that good.
or maybe she just can't work a keyboard.
Yeah, that's
also
possible
very
too.
possible.
Over here in the left bottom side of the map, we got this awesome Terran representing Axiom Gaming. He is of course Ryung. I love Axiom. Axiom is a fantastic team, and Ryung is a great guy to be around. He's one of those Koreans with an awesome personality, and we try to display as much of that as possible in the WCS America Season 2 and 3. And reasonable job at it, as Ryung is really funny.
My favorite Ryung moment was when we were driving to the beach and he asked me to introduce him to an American girl with big boobs.
I actually think he would just like, if he would get introduced, he would nail it as well. He would not be a giggly Korean. He would be like, "What's up, babe? You want to see what I can do with the fingers?" And then he would grab a keyboard.
Oh, snap!
I would just like grab the keyboard, man. I don't know what you have in mind. And he would like show off some of that APM. That's how it goes, man. Young is not afraid.
I would think not. As we see, what is this opening that we're seeing from us? Is that commencing first?
Yes, that was commenced at the first one.
CC first for Ryung. He ain't afraid. Jig is going gas soon.
Wow,
gas now.
that's a super.
It's the same build he did game 1 against.
But this is a little quicker.
STC.
This is 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Layer, man. You can't get it much quicker than this.
It would be hard.
Look at this. It looks like a Halloween pumpkin. You see this?
It's cute.
It's a baling pumpkin. Imagine if you would like show up at Halloween with a baling. I think everyone would be really afraid. You should think about it.
A baling would be the worst pet ever, man.
Yeah.
It's just like you like.
It's like Electroid of Pokemon.
You're playing.
That's right.
Voltorb.
Yeah. That was the evolution, right, of Electroid? Oh, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I thought it was called Electroid.
I know exactly what you're talking about when you say
like
Electroid.
the red and white.
Yeah, he's round and he blows up.
Yeah, and he's red and white.
It's like all he does is just like, boom, Voltorb cast self-destruct. Kills your Pokemon and dies.
This is the quickest fire. 6 minutes and 8 seconds. Fire goes down.
So
Jig's gonna have a good time. Jig's hoping perhaps for that Banshee opening.
Look at how much scouting Ryung has done, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely zero.
Not much.
This is something that Ryung did earlier today as well, where he just did not scout at all. You know, it could be that Ryung is slightly unmotivated to play these games, even though I don't think that in a player like Ryung, whenever he enters a game, then he wants to win. Ryung will just never really enter a series without, you know, without having the intention to win. But it could be that he's just kind of playing an autopilot mode, that he didn't really specifically prepare something for his opponents, and he's just
Electro's
playing
the Pokemon who blows himself. Who is Voltorb?
I think that might be evolution.
Maybe.
I think Voltorb is the evolution.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just making up. Maybe Voltorb's like a supervillain from some anime.
No, I can't recall the name Voltorb. I had all the
You know
150.
what Pokemon I liked? I liked Doug Trio.
There's this funny picture of Doc Trio.
Yeah.
What happens below the ground?
Yep. I know this.
I had a lot of favorite Pokemon.
I also liked Cloyster. Man, Pokemon was fun.
I also actually really like Pikachu.
My sister called me and she said there's a new Pokemon game out that has all the old Pokemon
Yeah.
plus new Pokemon in it. I feel like I need to get this game.
Yeah, it's been a really big thing. I have not been able to visit social network or any site without news about Pokemon.
Maybe I'll go get a 3DS for Connie and me. And
I actually think Pokemon is indeed a fantastic way to spend time. Maybe I should pick it up. But then
Voltorb is also a Pokemon who can blow himself up. Oh wait, Electro is the guy with the little magnets, right? And Voltorb is the round guy.
Really?
Am I right?
Ah, that could be the case. Because there was a Pokemon called Magnetron.
No, I'm wrong.
I also think... Alright man, let's focus on StarCraft a little bit. It's the first Munilisk are about to enter the map. Ryung is... You know,
What is this
Ryung...
weird transition from Jig? He's going 2-base Muta into 2-base Roach.
He has a third hatchery on the way, and it's actually ready already. Ryung scouted, but Ryung doesn't really know how Jake got to where he is, and he is going to be so surprised when he's going to see 5 Munilisk
Surprise, surprise!
hover across his production buildings. But it's still not too scary. There are already 60 Marines out on the map. If this would
one
have
of
been
those Mutas has already been killed.
if this would have been a bench opening, it would have been a lot worse. These Mutas will get some work done, though, picking up a few SCVs here and there.
Yeah, more than just a small handful. He's already killed 6 SCVs, and more should fall. Turrets are beginning to go up, and once they're in play, it's going to get harder for these Mutas to do much good work.
What I do think is cool man, from Jig.
Exposed natural.
He's going to be able to work on this middle line for a little bit as well. Might even force a cancel on this missile turret, or at least, yes, he does. And pick up a few additional SCVs as well. Man, this is such a good opening for him. Oh, he lost a Muta.
Oh, don't lose your Mutas though, Jig. You're not going to be able to produce many more. He's getting armor upgrade for his Mutas, and that
Yeah.
when a Zerg player gets armor for his Mutas, it says, "Hey, I want to fight Marines."
Now, what I think is going on is that Jig thinks that his Mutas can fly. Or his Roaches, that his Roaches can fly. So he's like, I'm going to get armor upgrade for the Flying Roach.
Man, that would be a great unit. We need
Upgrade
to.
in Legacy of the Void, the Flying Roach.
It has like little like. Since we're talking about Pokemon, you know that Pokemon Dragonite, that with the little wings?
Yeah, Dragonite evolution. What does he turn into?
I think that's the final evolution of it.
What is like Alkanite or something? How's he
I
called?
don't know, man.
He
But
had like
the
this
Roach
thing.
needs little wings like that.
Slam down. Right.
They need to make him fly.
Arcanite, maybe it was called.
Arcanite, yeah, I think
this
that's.
dog on
I think
fire.
that's something.
This wolf, he was awesome. Anyways, Ryung is going to make his way across the map, and Ben, I'm a little bit worried for
Actually,
Jig.
that's
Yes,
just a huge number of Marines.
he has 27 Sim Marines. There are 4 Medivacs hovering above this army as well.
dear.
And
No Banelings.
without a single Baning. He does have 12 Roaches, 6 more on the way. Mutas are going to try to slow everything down a little bit.
It's just not really enough. Well, if they can pick off Marines like this.
This
it's
has been
okay.
just like the funniest Muta build ever. Like, I'm going to rush my Spire so I can get 5 Mutas, and then when I kind of stop making Mutas, I'm going to make sure that that +1 armor upgrade kicks in. He has +1 armor on his Mutas.
Yeah, it's going to make them great against single Marines.
It does
Not
help.
when there's a medevac.
It does help, of course, but still, it's such a weird timing for it.
Yeah.
But what I do like, Ben, is this is what I want to say before we started talking about Pokemon again, is that he's putting personality into his build.
Oh, no!
Nice interception here by Ryung. All over the place. But Jig had already, you know, for me, I'm going to remember this build as the Jig build.
He's doing the jig. Wow, that's a lot of roaches. Suddenly, 40 roaches.
That's why
No, I just want to say a wild 40 roaches appears.
This one is like, whoa, guys, 40 roaches, and he's like giving his information through on the walkie-talkie, and at home they're like, are you sure?
40 roaches with 1-1 against Stemmed Bio. And it's looking like
not
the
them.
Jig's not so confident to engage here.
Not the concave that he's looking for. Wasn't the one he deserved. Here are the 3 Mutas. They're like, we got +1.
We're here, guys. We're going to kill the
+1.
SCV building the bunker. Peace. As they get right back out of there, of course, with the turret and the natural, they can't do much more.
These 3 Mutas are...
Dude, it's going to be a huge soil of banelings now, and this will be a scary force.
I hate Banings morphing. Might see some additional Banings morphing as well. This is going to be quite tough for Ryung. Certainly if his units are going to be out of position. Ryung is still relatively blind. He has no idea about these 22 Banings that are about to roll in. 28 even. Sweet Jesus.
32 will be the total.
This Marine, he's about to see a lot of roaches.
Jig is going to take a fourth and return to droning.
Drilling Claws being researched as well, but it's going to take a little while before that's ready. How many Widow Mines do we have on the map? 6 of them at the moment.
We need to be perfectly positioned. Here comes Jig. Can he do it? Ryung's in a very awkward position.
These roaches are blocking the Banelings though.
Jig's going to make the strange choice to go up this ramp instead of into the natural. Will it work out as the Bane? Oh, great connections on the Widow Mines. But still, the units of Ryung just melting away. These roaches doing massive damage. The command center might actually burn down. And Jig, whoa.
There was a remaining Baning there, actually able to connect with a couple of Marines here and there.
Now Jig's going to make his way into the natural, and it'll be tough
for him to
break in
here.
here.
One big fake by Jig. It's kind of like how Protoss shows one Colossi.
I'm going to fake 2-base Muta.
With +1 armor.
Picks off an eBay. Jig needs to get out of here. He's now overextended.
Yeah, this is going to be quite tough. There are a lot of Widow Mines still. Might actually get a couple of really juicy shots on these roaches.
Those Widow Mines doing maybe more damage to the Marines than to the roaches, though, as certainly reinforcements are going to stream in, and suddenly it's looking better and better for Jig as he's going to clean out the... Is Jig going to be... Oh my god, Jig! You beast! Clears out the natural expansion. Ryung has fallen to below 30 harvesters, Kevin, and I don't think Ryung can bounce back from this.
And not just that, Ryung has fallen to 1 Marine man. He has absolutely 0 DPS at the moment.
Good game, Jig.
I think that was a pretty awesome tech switch, man.
French Canadian. Yeah, it worked out. I still